You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. Once again, we are here today, and I'm just want to say I'm thrilled to have a true powerhouse of journalism and Hollywood insider scoop joining us today. We have Paula Froelich. She is going to tell us some amazing scoops today. She is the senior story producer and on-air contributor for NewsNation. Her role has been rocking since January 2022 with over 2 decades of experience. She is an award-winning journalist, a New York Times bestseller author who's written on playbook on breaking big stories. Man, she has an amazing resume. Probably take me 2 hours to go through. So first and foremost, I want to say welcome to the show today. How you doing, Paula?
Oh, I am blushing, Shemaiah. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that.
I only have 8 minutes, so I had to have a part 2 in the show notes. So when it comes to some of the hottest stories, let's get inside what's going on with, everyone knows about this scoop on the Disney new movie. Snow White has some controversy. So what's some of the things that you're seeing going around and buzzing online?
Well, I'll tell you the controversy, and I'll tell you what's going to happen because of it. So Disney spent over $260 million on the real life action version of Snow White, right? And they hired Rachel Zegler, who before was kind of an unknown. She was plucked from obscurity to head up West Side Story. And she gets hired and she starts kind of dogging Disney and Snow White. So from the very beginning, she was saying stuff like, she called the original extremely dated. She said that the prince literally stalked Snow White. So Disney fans are up in arms, right? Like, this is their queen, Snow White. And she also she also said that people who are upset by her casting were, quote, losers obsessed with maintaining the bloodline purity of cartoon princesses. And she said that Snow White was not about the love story at all. It was about Snow White's inner journey to find her true self. So, you know, Disney loyalists were like, they had their hair on fire. And then she started talking about Donald Trump and the election and said that Donald Trump and his supporters and voters, she hoped that they would never know peace. Now, she did apologize 2 days later. However, since October 7th, 2 years ago, she has also been frequently posting Free Gaza. And here's the issue. Everyone is allowed to have their opinion, absolutely. But when you're an actress in a very big movie, you don't want to alienate people who may want to watch the movie or alienate them from loving the character that they wanted to love. And it also caused problems with Gal Gadot, who played the Wicked Witch, because she is, as you may know, Israeli, a former IDF soldier, and was personally affected by October 7th. So it really caused a lot of controversy, and not in a good way. And at one point, Disney called up her manager and was like, yo, can you make her be quiet? Like, can you tell her, Rachel, to just stop talking? And Rachel refused. I think they also reached out to her personally. She refused. And, you know, it's a little wonky. And I think Disney's taken notice, not only Disney, but everyone else, because then yesterday it comes out in a magazine called Allure, where she said that she had to prove to old white men she was Colombian. And they kept calling to ask her if she was legit. And it was uncomfortable for the bunch of white executives to have you prove your identity to them. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the white executives would have been Steven Spielberg. So I think she's alienated a lot of Hollywood. And if you look at her IMDb page, she has 0 projects coming up. So I think whether you agree with Rachel or not, Rachel should have kind of weighed her career and also over what she felt she had to say. And, you know, I think it's going to have a major effect on her. Somebody in her position should have 8 to 10 projects lined up by now.
And with that being said, we know that Gal Gadot, she just experienced receiving her star on Hollywood Walk of Fame, and she had some momentarily disruption from demonstrators. Yeah, speaking of Rachel, you mentioned about her career. It might be it might be in some interesting, outlook, because do you think her career could be in a position where she's going to have to push through her talent and kind of redeem herself from some of her comments, or you think she's going to be okay?
I don't think she's going to be okay. She has signed up to a London West End production of Evita, but no, I doubt people will hire her going forward. And she may have talent, but unfortunately, when it comes to Hollywood, there's a million people who have talent. And think of it this way. Think of what Carla Sofia Gascon's scandal did to Amelia Perez, right? And Sofia Gascon had these old tweets that were racist, that were offensive, and it tanked Amelia Perez's Oscar chances. So it was, before these old tweets came out, the front runner, the favorite to sweep the Oscars this year. And then after it came out, nothing. No one voted for it. And I think going forward, what we are going to see is, before anyone gets hired, there's going to be a deep dive into their social media. And there's going to be kind of classes or talks with these people saying, all right, listen, I know you're 21 and everything you think is absolutely correct and important and all this stuff. Can you not say this publicly?
Once again, we have true honor talking to our guest today, Paula Froelich. She is the senior story producer and on-air contributor for News Nation. I know you have some big inside scoops coming soon tomorrow with BTS fans, Netflix, and also Meghan and Harry. I know we're short on time, but what kind of sneak peeks can you give our audience on what you're covering?
All right, here's a quickie. BTS has been out of the public eye for 2 years because they all had mandatory military service in South Korea. They're out. They are going to be recording an album this summer, and they will be going on tour probably next year. Meghan and Harry, for all people say, oh, they're going to get divorced. They're not getting divorced. Harry's going to stick it out. First of all, they are madly in love. Whatever anyone wants to say, they're still madly in love. And also, Harry wants that nuclear family he did not grow up with. He will not be divorced. He will stick with Meghan at least for the next 15 years when Lily turns 18. But I bet it's going to be longer.
Well, once again, I want to say thank you to you, Paula. We'll see what happens with all the Snow White things. We'll see if they sail through or if it tanks. But other than that, we'll just keep watching what you're doing, where you're coming. So I want to say thank you for your time.
Thanks, Shamaya. Take care.